Yeah, let's get into it, man. Just wanted to ask, what influences or events led you into your purpose of being a self-taught chef? Did you have any relatives that are great cooks growing up, or are there any chefs in your family, or like what led you into, becoming a chef and a cook?
I mean, real talk, there's no chefs in my family that actually do it professionally. So I try to tell everybody, like I grew up watching my great grandma in the kitchen.
Right, right,
She just y'all know how it is, growing up. Great grandmas or the grandma do thing, you know what I mean? They cook for everything, for everybody.
right.
So I used to be the one that would like get up and get in the kitchen with her, like first cook breakfast, lunch, dinner, then after church, all that good stuff. So like after my grandmother passed, cause I grew up in New York too. So after my grandmother passed, my family and I left New York, and I kind of like just took on doing the thing for my family. I think like the first Thanksgiving we had after my great grandma passed, it was like, who's gonna cook, who gonna do it. So
Yeah,
like at the time, I think I was working at a food restaurant. And my family was like, all right, we need to figure this out. Like, are we gonna go travel? Are we gonna go back to New York? Or are we gonna, try to do it ourselves? So we ended up doing it ourselves. And I was like, if you wanna do it, do it. So I think I put some stuff together for like the first Thanksgiving meal, and I did everything without burning it or like undercooking the food. So ever since that, like I just over, and my family was like, all right, you it. So every time something needed to be done, Christmas, holidays, New Year's, all that, like they was just like, it's you. Get to it. Let's do it.
that's what's up.
So so yeah, I think that kind of inspired me. Like, my family actually like liked my food and told me like, you take over and do it. I was like, all right, say less. I guess I'll do it good. So let me keep it up.
That's what's up. So what's up, Dave?
Dope,
I'm
dope.
Quinn. You know what I mean? So what I gotta ask, like, when did you know that you had it? Like, when did you know that you were like a great chef, or when did you become a chef? Like, when did you like start taking your craft seriously?
I'm gonna say like after I graduated high school, I didn't really know what to do, right? So like I said, I was probably working in a few different fast food restaurants, and then like I would take everything back home, and it was like that's just what I did. So I was working fast food during the day, and then when I got home, that's all I wanted to
Yeah,
do. So I figured like I had to take it more serious because like I saw people out there like, actually they were taking it serious too. And I knew
yeah,
I wanted to branch out more than fast food, more than just being like the prep cook who just, took something out of bag and made it. I wanted to like go
Yeah,
home and try different recipes on my own. So
right.
probably after high school, I want to say like that's when I started taking it more serious and feeling like, I could really do this.
okay,
I want to say when it came to like most recently is when I feel like I had it. I had it. Like I was really like in my bag for real because like when I joined, TikTok and I started doing it on social media and I saw people was doing it, I was like, I do that same thing at home. I just don't show nobody. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like I'll post
yeah,
a picture here or there, but I'm like, I do the same things these folks is doing, and they got millions of people watching them. I do the same thing. I just ain't nobody's watching me yet. So I was like, you know
yeah.
what?
no
I
audience,
really
yeah,
am. Yeah, yeah, I am that dude. Just don't nobody knows it yet. So let me figure out a way to get my name out there, and that's kind of how it took off.
So when you so what were your like go-to dishes or your favorite dishes when you first started? You said you're doing fast food. Like like what did you start? Like what was your first dish that you really started doing?
My first dish, I want to say that my family would like hit me up for all the time was probably like baked ziti. And the funny thing was, I just made it today. So I just made it today. My family came over for Sunday dinner,
Yeah,
but I mean like as early as I can remember, that's like what my family wanted all the time. Like my family was trying to look for stuff to do different on Thanksgiving. Like what can we do other than just a turkey
yep.
or a ham? And like
yeah,
I want to say like probably I was like probably 14, 15 years old. And my mom was like, I'm tired of turkey, and since, my grandma wasn't here no more, she like, let's figure out another way to incorporate something else. And baked ziti has been that way for like years. So like my family, that's the one thing my family always hit me up for. Like, we want that big Z show.
crazy.
So
That's
Big
what's up.
Ziti.
that's probably the
That's what's
go-to.
up.
Yeah, and we're not Italian at all, but that's
Yeah.
probably the go-to
Right.
dish.
That's what's up,
That's
man.
what's up. Would you say that's like your most sought after now, as far as your dishes, or like what has it changed now?
It's definitely changed. So one day one day I was at home and I was like, you know what? I want to make a baked potato, right? And I was like, but I want to do it different, right? Because as a content creator, you try to figure out what different things you could do to kind of show creativity and show people like you know what you're doing, right? So one day I was like, no, I'm gonna make a Philly cheesesteak baked
Yep.
potato. Let me make that happen. So I was at home and I was like, all right, how do I do it this way? I started making it. I put it together, and then I think my family came over maybe at the church that day, and I was like, yeah, I got to try this. And they tried it, and they was like, yo, that's it. Like whatever you just did, do it again. And I was like, okay. They was
Do it
like,
again. Yep.
do it tomorrow. Like I wanted again, like tomorrow. Like do it again, right? I do it the next day, but
Yeah.
I probably waited a few weeks, and I was thinking like, okay, what could I have done different? So my dad was like, the only thing I would say, because I made let me tell you how I did it. I made a baked potato. I did everything you would do for a Philly, the steak, the peppers, the cheese. I put it on top of a twice baked potato, and that's how I gave it to them. My dad was like, yo, if you do a cheese sauce and you put that on top, it'll be a wrap. Like that's all you got to do, right? So
Yeah.
next time I made it a few weeks later, I was like, all right, let me play with the cheese sauce. So I made a little sauce and I put it over the top. So my family came to the same thing. They came and picked up the food. My dad was like, that's it. Do that every single time. Like he was like, I
Every
swear
time.
you could he said you could sell it in a restaurant. I'm gonna buy it every time. So I
Yeah.
took that and I made it one more time, right? And I made it and I was like, all right, let me record some clips. Let me try to get it on TikTok. I put it on TikTok, and I mean the video blew. Like it went
Yep.
crazy. I almost didn't even post it, but it went crazy. I think it had like a couple million views overnight. Like
Damn.
it was like that, right? And then
Crazy. Crazy.
let me tell you, the first time I posted, I only got like 100,000 views. People was like, we need the recipe. Post a full video.
Yeah.
Next day, I posted the full video, and that's the one that really took off. So like ever since then, that's the one thing people always ask me about. We need the cheese sauce recipe. We need to know like how you did it. We need
Yeah.
step by step. So it went from baked ziti to now like this potato
Potato.
really. That's probably really real
I
talk.
gotta
It blew
check
my
that out.
page
Yeah.
up.
Me too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got to check it out. It's a Philly cheesesteak, like twice baked potato, like
Sound
completely
good.
took it. Like real talk. I see other creators creating it on social media now. Like that's how much it took off.
Oh,
They take
My
it. Yeah.
they
my friends
copied.
was hitting me up. They was like, "Yo, I just saw you." Like dudes I knew from high school. They was like,
Yeah.
"This is you in the video on TikTok, on Twitter." And then my friend and then my sister and then my mom all showed me like you on Facebook going viral, like 2 million views on Facebook. And then
Wow.
my dad, I think we was on vacation in Tennessee. My dad was like, "Look, they posting you on YouTube." I was like, I never posted on YouTube. He was like, "Yeah, but you on YouTube." So that's when I knew like that was going crazy. So that's probably like the go-to dish. Like my mother wanted that on Mother's Day. That's how deep
That's
it was. She wanted me to make that on Mother's Day. So it's
that's
like
what's
that
up,
now.
man.
Yeah, we can go the best if you just fuck with me. I can keep you with the best. I can keep you with the best if you just fuck with me. I can keep you with the best. I'm gon' treat you. I can keep you with the best. Eating good, shopping sprees. I can keep you with the best. Give you what you want. I can keep you with the best if you just fuck with me. I can keep you with the best. I'm that nigga.